Harrison's car. This is a special car in my heart because Harrison is like an amazing driver, and he just won Pro-Am at this round we were at in this car, which makes like what, 350 wheel at that?
Yeah, I made it like 2 years ago. Might be a little slower.
Made 350 wheel 2 years ago. He's on like cast iron manifolds, like very, very, very simple car, beating literally FD cars, like what Pro 2 cars, I guess we'll say. Josh Robinson, or no, not Josh Robinson, Josh McGuire. Yeah. And like other ridiculous like 500 horsepower, 600 horsepower cars. And Harrison demolishes them because he's just a good driver. And that's what's so cool to me about the car, is that it's so simple and reliable, and he just gets to drive. So tell us about it. Walk us around, show us its mystical beauty. I love this. This makes me happy.
That was from
that was from this weekend.
I've actually never gotten hit, and I got hit twice this last round.
Really?
Zach on one
never
side
gotten
and then
hit?
Josh on the other side.
Did Zach door tap you or like hit you?
He hit me and like broke his bash bar and stuff, but
Oh,
it
wow.
kind of hit my wheel and just like pushed in the same part underneath my bumper, but you can't really tell.
All right, walk us around, show us things. You got some sort of over fenders?
Yeah, so it's just like cheapest stuff I could find, pretty much. Duraflex.
Okay. Duraflex over fenders. Something front.
Don't be mad at me, but JP front fiberglass fenders.
What is that? Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, lots of people don't like JP because he kind of like screws over other people.
Oh, I see. Okay. Should I not put that in the video?
No, you can put it in there.
Okay. All right.
Talking crap about it, it's fine.
Some sort of front bumper.
Yeah, it's just like a BN style kit that I got for $400 on eBay.
Nice.
Kit.
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it.
And then as far as like the car, it has RX7 factory knuckles, and then Part Shop Max lower control arms.
So is that how you get angle out of it? Just like relocated tie rod pickup point or something?
Yeah. So.
Oh, I see.
Just basically.
Oh, okay. So it's cut knuckles and a lower control arm, basically.
Yep.
Sick ass BC coilovers.
Yeah, BCs. Thanks to Cody.
It's got a cage. You got an AccuSump. That's smart.
Yeah, 3/4 AccuSump. And it's still manual steering. That's one weird thing about this car.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting car to drive.
Super, super nice cage by Gary Banks.
Yeah, I love the little gussets. That we'll have to show you them in the door panels in a second, but they're really nice.
And then motor-wise, it's just a stock LS with LS6 heads.
Okay.
225, 229 cam.
Nice. So just a very basic cam. I'll show you. This is what I mean. It looks sick. I just noticed this for the first time today, and I was like, I want little cool gussets like that on my car.
Yeah, and it goes right out to my door too. So if someone hits me
a door, it just hits the cage, right?
Yeah,
that's super
tear
nice.
their shit up. Not mine.
Right. Some sort of Momo steering wheel.
The only gauges I have is coolant temp and oil pressure.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Realistically. Got ASD hydro inline.
Yep.
Inline hydro.
Only
Bridle
other
Max.
aftermarket arm on the car is adjustable rear toe arms.
Okay.
Other than that, it's just like the lower control arms and the toe arms.
Really? That's it? All
It's
the other
like-
arms are stock in the rear?
Yeah, completely stock.
That's sick. It's sick that you don't need like crazy arms to get the alignment
I
right.
just added the toe arms this year. I have
Really?
ran it without being able to adjust the rear. I've ran it for like 2.5 years.
That's wild.
I was stuck at like 2.5 degrees negative camber.
Oh my
and,
god. I bet you got some terrible tire wear.
Good amount of towing. Yeah.
I'm sure the tie rods or toe rods paid for themselves in like one event.
Yeah, for sure. Already.
Yeah, I bet. So this is the perfect example of driver mod, you know, car instead of, not car instead of driver. Like just not overbuilding your car and it just working because you know how to drive. Like this is what I've been preaching to people. I mean, this is like a built-ish car, but I mean, you are going against like 3/4 stroker JZs and stuff.
Yeah. Mesker's car was, Mesker's just such a good driver.
Too, yeah, he has a good car and he's a good driver, so that makes it difficult.
He was like the biggest pain to try to beat.
Right, I'm sure.
We would have the most epic battles. It was rad.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. They're nuts. All right, so we're gonna go drive it. All right, so Harrison's like amenities, which would be like, you know, where his steering wheel are. His handbrake's a little far away, but where his steering wheel is in relation to me and where all his other stuff is like really nice. Like it feels really good. It's like where I want to be in the car. So I know I'm always like too far away. All right, we're just gonna go for it, I guess. Okay, this is gonna take a second. The no power steering is tough. I don't know how Harrison kills it in this thing. I'm not muscly enough to no power steering life it. This thing is good though. I don't think I've ever driven an RX-7, let alone drifted one. I just don't know how he drives without power steering. Like, I can't do it. Even in a Miata, I don't like doing it.
You want to do a chase cam or? Oh.
It's me.
I can film from this.
I'm like terrible at drifting this thing. But yeah, I'll just go by myself. Yeah, it's gonna take me a few laps to get used to this. Trying not to like clutch kick too hard and just kind of like ease into it. Yeah, I'm trying to just, you know, you got to take it easy on cars. I'm trying to just not even clutch kick, really. Just like let out of the clutch. It's got so much torque that you don't need to really clutch kick. I have a whole newfound respect for Harrison and his ability to go out and absolutely destroy people in this much simpler car that is much more difficult to drive. Gonna cool it down a little bit. All the cars are getting hot today because it's just so dang hot out. It feels good though. Like, I really like the car. It's just a man's car, you know. There's no frills. There's no like crazy angle kit to save you when you mess up and spin out. There's no this and that, like all this easier stuff. Like, you actually have to work for it. You gotta be a man about it. And it's just so simple. I love simple builds. Like, he's been driving this car for so long, hasn't crashed it, hasn't, you know, blown it up, like, just drives it. And that's what it's about. I'm gonna try this section again and then probably give it back to him. This thing's cool as hell. I like this so much. It has so much character as a drift car. There's a lot of cars I've driven that kind of all have the same feel to them, and this thing's like its own unique thing. Ah, I can't get this thing smoothly. It's just hard when you load it up hard with the left foot brake. The power steering gets even harder to deal with, like the lack of power steering. This thing's cool though. I really like it. Huge thank you to Harrison for letting me drive it. You guys should go follow him, not because he let me drive the car, but because he is an amazing driver and a really awesome dude. He's like the most humble dude ever. Like, wins Pro-Am in this car, no problem. And like, you wouldn't even know that he won if you talked to him about it. Like, I only know that he won because I was there. Like, he's just such a good guy. He deserves your guys' following of him because he posts cool stuff. He works at a racetrack and like drives cool cars and races them around all the time. And it's really interesting. So check him out because he's cool. All right, just finished driving Harrison's car. It's definitely, like I said, it's like, it takes a second to get used to it. Once you get used to it, it's sick. But I still have like an even more newfound respect for you for killing it in this car, because it's not easy to drive. It's not like it's bad and it's hard to drive, but it's just not like an easy car to drive. It doesn't drive itself. You got to really like muscle it around. You got to like, you can't just kind of like save yourself all over the place, you know, and like throw it to too much angle and then just like pull out of it. Like, you have to commit to a line and hold that line through the corner. Otherwise it's like hard to correct. So really good car. I already told you guys to go follow him on Instagram, but yeah, thank you, Harrison. I appreciate it.
Anytime, man.
Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Say bye, Harrison.
Adios, guys.